onto this trailer now. That's part of the load, the steel, the structural steel that we're taking across.
Steve's due to leave on an urgent long-haul delivery.
Plan is to go from here to Alice Springs, about 2,700 kilometres away we go.
But at the last minute, there's a problem.
I've got no free travel on this clutch.
His clutch isn't disengaging properly.
And where I've got to go and what I've got to put this road train through, it makes me nervous. Always some bloody last-minute thing.
His challenge now, track down a mechanic. 9 months ago, Steve's steer tyre exploded at 100 kilometres an hour, demolishing the front end of his truck and injuring his shoulder.
It took a bit over a kilometre to pull the road train up, and for that kilometre, I was keeping this damn thing on the bitumen. I didn't want to go out there in the bush. Of course, me hanging onto it, it blew the tendons off my shoulder.
Steve endured months of painful rehabilitation.
I had the shoulder surgery. My shoulder's been, you know, that wasn't much fun.
While his truck endured expensive repairs.
That's something to cry over, you know. You think you blow a steer tyre and that's it. Well, that was $42,000 worth of repairs at the panel beaters, plus excesses, plus. It was about $60,000 from blowing tyre.
Now, after 4 months off the road, Steve's set for his Outback comeback.
This is the first big trip through the Great Central Road. I've got a triple, so there's a bit of work in it.
But he can't go far without fixing his clutch.
Righto, mate, thanks, see ya. That's Chad, my mechanic, mate, who's going to adjust that clutch for us now. He's coming to meet me. We just arranged a meeting spot. Chad's there waiting, which is good to see. He's going to get under there and adjust the clutch. So I might have to do a few false starts with the truck to try and spin it around to a position where he wants the clutch set up.
To start his engine, instead of a battery, Steve's truck uses compressed air.
Again? Oh, I went past.
It's a reliable system, less prone to breaking down. There's just one hitch.
Bit more.
It only works when there's plenty of air in the system.
Bit more.
I have to start it, mate.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, shit.
No air. No go.
You got a compressor on board, Chad?
Nah.
You're joking.
He's run his air start engine out of air.
I was running the clutch around to get to the lock so Chad could get the lock tab out, and I was getting low on air, and I just did it too many times without starting the truck up and building my air up. So now I don't have enough air to start the truck to build the air up.
Time for a bush repair in the streets of Perth.
Plug that in there and I'll hook up some steer tyres. A child's caper. I'm robbing air from my steer tyres to start the engine. Then when the engine's running, I'll pump my steer tyres back up. And quite frankly, I feel like a dope that this is even happening. That's the air start pressure there. When the needle stops moving, I know that it's equalised. Right, I'm going for it, mate. The truck's building its own air up with its own compressor, and I'll re-pump my tyres up, and I'll be good to go when Chad's finished.
Put it in gear.
Bloody beautiful. Thank you, mate. Job's done.
No worries.
Clutch fixed and air pressure restored, Steve can finally get going. Next morning, he's now half a day behind delivering 100 tonnes of building materials. Steve can't afford any more slip-ups. But things don't look promising for the road ahead.
Yeah, they're still forecasting rain for the western desert areas, and I can see cloud build-up up there already. My biggest worry is that central road is so good at the moment that the shires are going to be desperate to protect it, and they'll close it. They'll close it at the first drop of rain because they've spent so much money and time and machinery on that road this year. And if they shut the road, then it becomes a huge issue. I'll be bugging.
After 500 kilometres, Steve pulls over for a routine inspection of his load.
I can smell diff oil. God, me. I absolutely don't believe it. I can smell diff oil, I can see diff oil, I've got a wheel seal gone. There's a line of oil spraying up on the bottom of the mudguard there. A wheel seal gone and this brand new diff.
Blowing a seal on a drive wheel is a serious problem.
I'm gonna have to get to Mount Magnet, get a mechanic, get this hub off and get this sorted.
It's a major blow to Steve's return to the road.
There I was worried about rain, now I've got to worry about mechanical problems. I just don't believe this sometimes. I absolutely don't believe it.
He's racing 200 kilometres to the nearest town. After months off the road earning no money, Steve was looking for a smooth run.
Get a mechanic, get this hub off and get this sorted. I just can't take a chance with the drama with this one. Righto, mate. It's all brand new, as I said. I've had a huge amount of trouble with bearings, mate. A huge amount.
The initial inspection doesn't look good.
That's failed. Something's failed under there.
Yep, she's We've got to get in there and see what the damage is. I've already rung the biggest customer, MRN. They need the freight. So once again, the pressure's down the end of that telephone. How long will it hold you up, Steve? As soon as there's an issue on the road, it goes back to how long will this keep you? The good news is I'm not seeing a lot of shiny metal in there. That's the good news. It could be a nightmare of a nightmare and huge money, but at this point in time, fingers crossed, I'm just looking down the barrel of either a loose or a replacement bearing.
The real clues lie buried deep inside the truck's drivetrain. It's a test for Steve's repaired shoulder. The mechanic has found the cause. As Steve thought, it's a blown bearing seal.
The bearing caps don't go all the way home, and when you're driving along, they fret and lock themselves up, and then you lose your bearing tension and do your seal.
Replacing a seal should be a simple fix.
But we can't fix it without parts, so now we're looking for parts. Fingers crossed he's got one.
So the seal's a bit tight.
He's out of luck.
Civvy hasn't got a seal on him that fits this truck.
Steve could be stuck for a day, waiting for a new part.
He's going to go for a drive around town, see some of his mates, and just see if we can jag one in town here this afternoon. If we can, it gets me rolling in the next couple of hours or so. The weather's picking up. That rain that we thought was around is definitely around. I just hope this is not happening out in the desert. I don't want to get excited just yet, but I'm starting to feel good about this.
After waiting 6 hours for a replacement part, Steve Grahame is close to moving again.
Bad news is I've got customers complaining in Alice Springs already. I've rung them earlier and said I'm a day late. It's as simple as that. That you'll crawl over broken glass to get the job done. Everything depends on you.
Good to go.
Finally, he can get rolling.
No worries at all, mate.
Much appreciated, Cobber. I'm glad you're here.
Safe trip, mate.
After a short night's rest, Steve's looking to make up time. As he heads into the desert, his worries about rain are evaporating,
I think it's about 40 degrees out there.
replaced with concerns about the heat.
My gearbox is running up at over 100 degrees Celsius, so I've just dropped it back a bit to 85, 90.
Ahead, the tarmac will give way to the dust and grinding dirt of the Great Central Road. One last chance to fill up before the long haul.
I'm getting every last drop in to get me across the desert.
$2,000 worth of diesel should do the trick.
I've got about 1,800 kilometres to go to Alice Springs, 1,200 kilometres of hard dirt. It'd be nice to be sitting around a campfire tonight with a cold beer and a decent feed and not have to enjoy my evening with a mechanic fixing something on my truck. Well, I'm on the dirt now, I'm on the dirt proper, I'm on the Great Central Road.
Stretching over 1,000 kilometres, it's one of Australia's longest and most isolated dirt roads. But you wouldn't know it today.
Copy, mate. We're just coming around you.
Yeah, roger, bring it through. It's all go out here this morning. I can't believe the traffic. We'll have to get lights soon.
Rush hour over. Steve moves across to the other side of the road.
I am driving on the wrong side of the road deliberately.
Driving like this may seem a dangerous move. But out here, it's the exact opposite.
The wind's blowing from the northeast. So what I'll be doing is I'll be driving on what appears to be the wrong side of the road most of today. But that's because all the dust, and there's huge amounts of dust blowing off this road train. So people will probably be passing me on the wrong side of the road, which is just what we do out here as a courtesy to each other, rather than be driving through the dust and possibly having an accident. Now I wonder if he'll do it. It's amazing how many brainless most people are. No, he's a good boy. He's crossed over to the right to get his dust out of my air filters.
Steve's a day behind schedule and trying his best to peg back time. But up ahead lies a long, steep climb.
There's a little jump up here. It doesn't look much, but with a triple on you, it usually gets corrugated and you've got to go back about 4 gears in 50 feet. And it just slams you right back to nearly dead stop.
He needs to get his gear changes right or risk stalling on the hill, causing more work and more time.
It means winding down legs, dropping trailers, pulling them over one by one. Well, that's excellent. I had a good run over the jump up today, thank goodness for that. I'll pull up and check my gear. This job's all about delivering the freight. I've got a few things starting to move. And the downside is the next 200 Ks is the worst 200 Ks of the whole journey. So if the freight's going to move around and shift, it'll shift on this road.
Running late, with a load urgently needed.
This bit of road is always a mongrel, this will test you. So we've got to take what comes, I suppose. 200 kilometres left of it.
This road is doing all it can to smash Steve's schedule to pieces.
Last chance this road's got to throw a bit of rubbish at me, and it's doing it. No matter how old you get, you don't get used to corrugation. It's another morning. I'm about 4 kilometres from the end of this road. I'll be bloody glad to get off it.
After pushing hard to make up lost time, Steve Grahame's body and load have taken a beating. And he's still a day behind schedule.
Just turned onto the Stewart Highway at Earl Dunder, and I'm on the last run into Alice Springs now. 200 kilometres to go.
He may nearly be in Alice Springs, but this job's far from over. After unloading, he needs to collect more freight before pressing on to Darwin.
Well, here we are. That's another one in, thank goodness for that. Get this stuff off, reload the Darwin stuff, keep going. A little bit late, but everything's here.
He's a full day behind, but he's making no apologies.
If you lose a bit of time with some mechanical problems, you've lost it. Trying to get it back only creates more mechanical problems. You've got that 1,200 kilometres of dirt. You try and rush, you just break more stuff or you break the freight.
After getting it here in one piece, the pressure's on to unload quickly.
That's why the pressure's on. They've been out of work in this, they've run out of jobs. So that'll keep some of the men going in the morning, unloading by hand the stuff out of that container.
Steve also needs to get a push on.
I'm heading into the top end, and the first time I look at going out there in months, and there's rain happening.
Steve needs to get reloaded fast.
I've got a wrecked Toyota here that a wrecker in Perth bought out of a pickles auction about 2 months ago, and he's desperate to get that. How am I looking now, mate?
I wouldn't go that much more.
Steve needs to be on the road within the hour to make his next deadline.
I've got a machine for MRN, some bits and pieces, and I've got some building materials for Darwin. Look at that slick, that'll reach for your binder. Righto, this is it. I'm loaded in Alice Springs, so all right, I'm into it.
1,500 hard kilometres stand between Steve and Darwin. And overhead, an old enemy, the weather.
The severe thunderstorm advice for up here, areas up here, damaging winds. This truck was written off a few years ago nearly by a thunderstorm. The hail was like shaven 20-cent pieces. It was coming in, smashed every bit of glass down the left-hand side, blew half my load off on the road. So I get, I pay attention when it says with damaging winds, I get ready. And that's it, we're into it now. One thing about this business, it's a business of extremes, and that wind is awfully strong. Copy there, southbound. Yeah, mate, I've only just got into it, so go far up there behind you.
Oh, man, yeah, bring it a trip.
Okay, mate, no worries. So we'll make the best of it. Well, it looks like it's round 2 coming up. I just had a little bit of spell from the weather just said. It was a nice, easy bit, but looks like some serious stuff coming up again. It's all around. It's nice and messy.
finally.
Out there on the Barkley, that's that storm. I think we've got to the west and the north of it. It gave us round 2, but we got through it all right. Only a bit over an hour out of Darwin.
After 4 months off the road, it's another job well done for this Outback legend.
It's been one of those trips that once I got out in the desert and settled down, it was good. The jump up that can catch me didn't catch me. The corrugations that could bash me didn't bash me too badly.
Steve's home again on the highway.